Peace and love, family. Welcome to another Supreme Numerics offering brought to you by Mr. Westbrook's class. And Supreme Numerics is the proper and practical study and application of numerology to help you activate your personal power and abundance. Now, this video is the numerology message for the collective for the month of September 2025. And as always, this is the universal message for the collective. If you want to know what the vibes are looking like for you personally, reach out to me and I will show you how to calculate your personal month, or I'll just break it down for you. But my message of the month for the collective is this: be patient, be kind, and be loving to yourself and others. Now, special emphasis on yourself and others for two reasons. One, because oftentimes we neglect ourselves, what we need, our needs and our well-being for the needs and the well-being of others. And sometimes we end up burning ourselves out and we're not able to show up for others in the way that they need or in the best way that we can. So we need to show up for ourselves first and be kind to ourselves first before we're able to be kind and be loving and to be helpful and to be patient with others. We are our first teachers, so we got to learn for ourselves first before we can look to help other people or be there for other people in the way that they need. So that's why this message is to be kind, patient, and loving to yourself first, and then other people after that. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the numbers and see how the numbers connect to this message. Now, this message is indicated in the universal month frequency, which is calculated by adding 2025, the current year, to the 9th calendar month of September. And it's also indicated in the expression number of the word September when we add up the sum total of all the letters by assigning each letter to a numerical value. Now, starting with the calendar, September is not only the 9th month according to the Gregorian calendar, but it's also a 9 universal month when we add September, the 9th calendar month, to the current year 2025. So when we add all of that up, that adds up to a 9. Not only are we in the 9th calendar month and we're in the 9 universal month, but it's also a 9 universal year. 2025 adds up to a 9. So it's extra heavy on the 9 energy this month. 9 calendar month, 9 universal month, 9 universal year. On the positive side of the number 9, it's the number of universal love for humanity. And on the challenges side, it's the number of war, fights, arguments, and short tempers. Now, moving over from the calendar to the word September and the expression of it, the word September adds up to the number 38 in Chaldean numerology. Now, the number 38, interestingly, is also an argumentative number on the challenges side. But on the positive side, it brings or it increases harmony where there's agreement between the parties involved. When you add that 38 together, 3 plus 8, it equals 11. The number 11 cautions against hidden threats, deception, and betrayal from others. Now, it said hidden threats, deception, and betrayal from others, but in this message of being kind, being patient, and being loving, we need to make sure that the hidden threats, the hidden danger, and the deception and the betrayal isn't coming from us. So make sure you're not threatening anybody. Make sure you're not being a secret enemy or op, deceiving people or betraying people. You want to make sure that you're not doing that to other people, as well as keeping your head on the swivel and making sure that it's not happening to you by being careful of who you allow into your space and who you trust. Not to be paranoid, but just to be aware. On the positive side, the number 11 is a number of compassion and understanding. And when 38 is reduced all the way down to a single digit, 38, 3 plus 8 equals 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 is the number of love, peacefulness, diplomacy, sensitivity as its strengths, and oversensitivity, moodiness, pettiness, and deception as its weaknesses. So this month, choose to vibe on the positive side of the 9, 38, 11, and 2 by being kind, patient, and loving. Going into a different system of numerology, the Pythagorean system, that alphabet, in that system, the word September adds up to the number 40, which is a selfless, not selfish, but a selfless number that gives to others. As a single digit, the number 4, 4 plus 0 equals 4. The number 4 is honest and loyal on the positive side, but hateful, crude, violent, revengeful, and grudge holding on the negative side. So which side is being patient, kind, and loving, and which side is not patient, kind, and loving? So once again, lean into the positive side of these numbers, in particular with how we treat ourselves and each other. Of course, you should do this all the time, but when these themes and lessons are in alignment with the numbers, the energy is even more pronounced and amplified. To be proactive and prepare for September, understand that your patience might be tested. And if you're already an impatient or quick-tempered person who lets very few things slide, or always, quick to give somebody that smoke, I want you to self-reflect on where you stand in your level of patience or understanding. It comes down to emotional regulation. So with that being said, here is your prompt for this month that I want you to meditate, reflect on. This is your homework. How patient and kind am I? How well do I regulate my emotions? How can I improve in these areas of patience, kindness, and emotional regulation? This is why I want you to journal and reflect on as we enter this new month. So that's it. This has been the September 2025 numerology message for the collective. Let's choose to make it a harmonious and productive month and keep striving to become the best version of yourself. See you next.